tonight I'm definitely not going to capitalize on the movie coming out next week or Distractable doing the exact same idea. Tonight I am going to do the Five Nights at Freddy's tier list. This tier list might come out to be a little controversial, but we'll see what happens. Okay, let's get started. So, for some reason, in this orientation, things are vastly out of order. Poor Phantom Chica doesn't even have, like, a properly cut out background. But we're gonna start with regular Mangle. Now, Mangle is like Foxy, but I don't really care that much for Mangle. I think it's a really interesting idea that Mangle is Funtime Foxy, all disassembled and broken. I am, in fact, going to put Mangle in B tier because I don't care. Well, Balloon Boy can go straight to D tier for dog shit. And I don't even recognize Balloon Girl as a real animatronic, so you also go into D tier. And then for some reason, we're already at the withered animatronics from FNAF 2. That, again, this thing is very out of order. So, Freddy from FNAF 2 is okay, I guess. There's nothing bad about him. He's just kind of run-of-the-mill white bread, putting him at B tier. Now, Bonnie, with no face, is awesome, and I'm gonna stick him in A tier. That's a good spot for Bonnie. Chica. This is withered Chica, and I don't understand why her design was ever like this. And in a game where that thing came into existence, this one just doesn't seem to work. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. I believe this is also withered Foxy. And this is going to be controversial, much like this entire list. Foxy in FNAF 2 is boring, and I'm also going to put him in C tier. Now this is Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy in FNAF 2 was greatly changed from how he was in FNAF 1. And the FNAF 1 is very far down this list because it's a Golden Freddy and it's a little bit more interesting. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Here we go now. Marionette is one of my favorites. So I think we're gonna have our first S tier with the Marionette. And then right behind him is Springtrap, also another S tier. Now, this is, again, where this list being out of order really doesn't help it. Because this is Freddy from FNAF 1. And, you know, the Toreador March, his death sound, is very iconic. So I do need to put that one in A tier. He's pretty good in that one. And then for some reason now we're on to the Phantom animatronics. Phantom Freddy is really cool. Especially in FNAF 3 when he walks past the window. He's really cool. I'm gonna also put him in A tier. Phantom Balloon Boy, though, can just go fuck himself. No. Goodbye. I don't even remember what Phantom Chica does in FNAF 3. So, very forgettable, and you need to go in C tier. Maybe you should go to D tier. You know, maybe I'll reconsider it later, but, you know, for now, you can stay there. Phantom Marionette. Annoying, actually. It makes a very terrible sound, and it annoys me, so, you also go to D tier. So Phantom Mangle I believe that these were extras because I don't remember what Phantom Mangle does. I think this is one of the ones that breaks your systems right away. But it's not the worst, so I'll put you in C tier. And as for Phantom Foxy, I don't really know why you're here either. Phantom Foxy. Again, I really struggle to remember what a lot of the Phantom animatronics did because Springtrap is the star of that game. I guess without really thinking, Phantom Foxy has to go in C tier because he's forgettable, sadly. And now we're into FNAF 4 already. This is Nightmare Freddy and the Freddles. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no, actually. This is gonna be, again, bold move. I don't think Phantom Freddy is that cool. He kind of sucks. Because it's the only one that's completely out of your way. You have to turn around to see him on the bed. And the Freddles are more of a threat than he is. Now, Nightmare Bonnie. Cool. Really cool. Probably not cool enough to get above B tier, but really cool. Now, Nightmare Chica. Actually cool. Now, FNAF 4 plays a lot off of sound, and both of them have their own, distinct sounds. I'm gonna put I keep saying Phantom. I'm gonna put Nightmare Chica above these other iterations of Chica because they don't work. Nightmare Foxy is great. I love it. Now, normal Bonnie from FNAF 1. If we didn't have all these other ones up here, regular Bonnie would be pretty cool. A lot of people love Bonnie, and they should. But I'm putting Bonnie in B tier. Putting Bonnie in B tier. That's pretty good for the alliteration. Putting Bonnie in B tier. This is Nightmare Fredbear, and on the night where he shows up, everyone else is deactivated. But Nightmare Fredbear does not pale in comparison to Nightmare, who is S tier, all the way S tier with Nightmare. When you lose to Nightmare, it is game over and the game closes. He is terrifying. He's probably, there may not be a lot of S tiers on this list, but Nightmare is all deserving of S tier. And now onto somebody who is not deserving of S tier, which is Plushtrap, who can go right into D tier. Because I do not like you, you can go to D tier. These are non-official. I believe this is, I have no idea who that is actually. It's a jack-o'-lantern version of somebody, but this is Jacko Chica. Jacko Chica can go into C tier. I don't even know who this is. I might have to add a new tier, but you're gonna go in D because I don't know who you are. Nightmare Mangle replaces Foxy in the Halloween version of FNAF 4, which is, it's okay, but they work nearly the same way. You go to B tier. Night Marionette. You know what? Purely based on your mechanic from Ultimate Custom Night, I'm putting you in D tier because you made me upset. And Nightmare Balloon Boy. You also go in D tier because you're a Balloon Boy variant. This is Old Man Consequences from FNAF World. You know what? He's pretty cool. Annoying in Ultimate Custom Night, but not as annoying as anybody else. I'm gonna put him in C tier. I don't know what this is. It just seems to be a bare endoskeleton. I don't even know of who. It's just some happy endoskeleton who just wants to live his life. He can go in C tier. Normal. Basic. Chica from FNAF 1. We've already been through the ringer. Regular Chica can go on C tier. People are going to hate me for this list. Candy Cadet. How can you not like Candy Cadet? Candy Cadet is awesome. I do think only A tier though, because it takes a lot to get the stories, despite the stories being great. On to Circus Baby. I really do like Circus Baby. That's another one of the ones that are high up there for me. How high, though? I think Circus Baby is A tier. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I think Ballora can go with her too, because Ballora is really interesting. The way that she sings. It's really creepy. Funtime Foxy. I don't like Funtime Foxy. I don't really like Funtime Freddy either. And Bon goes into D tier because I don't like Ennard. I don't know how to feel about Ennard. Ennard is really interesting because it's supposed to be like the culmination of all the soul essence into one animatronic. But also Ennard's just kind of boring. I wouldn't forgive myself if I put Ennard any higher than B tier. So I'm gonna put you in B tier. I'll look at it and I will see if anybody doesn't look in the right place later. This is a Bitty Bab. It's a tiny little annoying thing, and you can go to D tier. This is a mini marionette, and I'm gonna put you in C tier because you're not annoying, and I actually really like mannequins. This is Lulbit, who is also I do not recognize as a real animatronic. It's like some slutty version of Funtime Foxy, and I don't understand why it exists. So, into D tier you go. Normal, basic, Foxy. I already have Nightmare Foxy up in A tier. I'm gonna put regular Foxy in B tier because he's the scariest thing in FNAF 1. And Electrobabble, you can also go in D tier because I simply don't like you. All you little toy things are so weird to me. This is, I believe, Yendo. I don't understand what Yendo is. It is a weird Freddy endoskeleton from Sister Location with yellow eyes, as opposed to Freddy's regular purple eyes. Funtime Freddy's regular eyes. I'm gonna put Yendo in D tier. You might be noticing a pattern. This is... I don't remember what the female version of Bon is, but they can go together. This is the Trash Gang. There's nothing really to say about the Trash Gang. I'm surprised they're on this list. I'm going to put the Trash Gang in D tier. Now that I'm gonna get some hate for. You know what? Just to mitigate it, I'm gonna put that in C tier. Helpy. Helpy's pretty cool. Helpy is just such a sweetheart. Feels like he could do no wrong. You know what? Helpy, I'm putting you in A tier, buddy. You deserve it. Now we have Slappy Frog, or Slappy Toad, or Mrs. Toad. I don't know your name because you're part of the rejects. Mediocre Melodies. I'm gonna put you in C Mr. Hippo. Mr. Hippo gets B tier simply for Ultimate Custom Night when he just goes on. I was gonna say Pigpen, but Pigpen's from Charlie Brown. I don't know. I don't know if you did anything interesting. But I'm gonna put you in C tier with the other one. Ned Bear. Just make a bunch of sounds because I don't know what to say. I'm gonna put you in C tier, and that's where you'll stay. Orville Elephant. I remember your name, and that's probably it. That's pretty funny that all of them made it into C tier except for Mr. Hippo. Original Golden Freddy, I think, should go into S tier. Like, no question. Alright, and we're on to Pizza Simulator with Rockstar Freddy. I'm not so sure. I mean, these ones, they're kind of whatever to me. Rockstar Freddy can I don't even know why I consider it B tier. Rockstar Bonnie can also go into C tier. Rockstar Chica is the same place. And Rockstar Foxy can go in B tier because he's like a shop and he's pretty chill. I can't say this over an ASMR because it won't translate very well. But you all know that I want to say Music Man. So, Music Man, A tier. This is Chipper, or Chipper Jr., Chipper Chopper Jr., one of the animatronic version of Chipper because that's actually Chipper and Sons. Oh no, this is El Chip. I do remember you. El Chip, you can go into C tier. This is Funtime Chica. I think I should leave this one alone. Alright, now we're on to... Now I don't remember if the official name is Scrap Freddy or Molten Freddy. Either way, I really did like the design of this, so A or B. A or B. If I'm even considering B, I think it has to be B. Afton. I don't understand what the difference between Afton and Springtrap is, other than this is like a super deteriorated version of the Springtrap suit. I can't put it in S tier, and I definitely don't care enough for it to be an A, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. Scrap Baby. Scrap Baby is a more violent version of Circus Baby, and you can go to B tier. This is Lefty. I don't know what the story of Lefty is, but I actually really like Lefty. I found him so interesting in Pizza Simulator. I'm gonna put Lefty in A tier. Phone Guy. Average. This is Dee Dee from Ultimate Custom Night. But you unfortunately go to D tier, Dee Dee. This is Shadow Bonnie. It has a different name that I don't remember how to pronounce, so it'll be on screen right now. This is one of those very rare occurrences that can show up during FNAF 2 that I've never seen. I'm going to put it in C tier. Now we have Shadow Freddy, who I think also can appear in FNAF 2, but I've never seen it, and this doesn't even look like a real sprite. I do not recognize Shadow Freddy. Now we've got regular Fredbear. Regular Fredbear. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I mean, C is very cluttered. But I don't like regular Fredbear enough to put you in B tier, so C tier it is. Now this goes by many names. It's either Golden Bonnie or it's just a regular Springlock suit. And it's definitely not as cool as Springtrap. So I think they both go in C tier. Scott Cawthon himself, his little pixel guy. I mean, A tier. Chipper can be in C tier. Seems fair. And now we end on the toy animatronics, which again doesn't make sense given the order of this list. Toy Freddy, though, no, this is controversial. The whole list has been controversial. Toy Bonnie, pretty okay, and Toy Chica can go here. And that is my Five Nights at Freddy's official tier list. If you are incredibly mad at me, let me know in the comments, because there's no way that I appeased anybody with this. But until then, thank you for watching. Good night, and stay Koma.